Athletes who become a defining point in a sport's history are very rare to come by, but Kapil Dev is a personality of that caliber. While his list of honours roll on, the crowning moment for him that cemented his place in the annals of cricketing history and sporting history in India was that 1983 World Cup win. The only thing more frequent in Kapil Dev's life than achievements is how quickly he'll drop everything to talk cricket. The former India captain is our guest on episode 10 of Tissot Presents Sportstar Extras T20 Time.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Tissot Presents Sportstar Extras T20 Time. The guest today is the one and only Kapil Dev, a very dear friend, an icon for the game, and always accommodating when it comes to speaking to the Hindu and Sportstar. Good morning. It's good to have you again on the Sportstar and the Hindu platform. You've been always very accommodating when it comes to the Hindu and Sportstar. You have got very old links now with the Hindu.
Yes, I will not say link. I think it's like a family. When we were playing cricket, only few newspapers who used to cover everything about cricket, and Sportstar was one who always given us recognition at that time.
Yeah, right. And to begin with, of course, you have posted that video and people are seeing you on screen. They've listened to comments from you. But how are you feeling now? I mean, are you? Everybody would like to know about your health and your golf.
Oh, that's okay. I think the problem comes, but you don't have to sit and cry for that. You have to move on in life. And yes, I'm happy, I'm healthy, and doctor advised me a few things. I'm just following that, but I'm not breaking any thing which is not good for me.
Yes.
I'm going with the flow, and that's more important.
Yeah, but you cannot sit at home.
Why not? If it's required, one should sit at home also. It's a need of the hour. One have to see that. And doctor said 14 days, don't do anything big. After that, he said you can go and start walking, chipping and putting in the golf course. That's good enough. Only thing he advised me, the biggest thing was don't lift anything very heavy for almost a month. Now it's more than a month, but still I'm not doing anything. Like sometime you're not recognizing anything at that moment. You pick up the chair or pick up something heavy. One have to be keep in conscious. Look, you don't have to do these type of things.
Correct. Right. And it's again cricket time. IPL is over. India is in Australia, and you have had one of the greatest wins India achieved was in Australia, with you playing a very critical part. So, what are your memories of that one win, that Melbourne? That was a great win.
Oh, I think during our time, it was hardly we used to win abroad. We were very good in our own country, but Australia is always known for very tough and difficult team. So beating them, and the episode what in that test match took place, Mr. Gavaskar and Chetan Chauhan and all, Dennis Lilly.
Yeah.
I think after that incident, it becomes such a big issue during that period. And winning from that point of view, from that point, I think it was great. It given our team a strength to talk about, and we can walk with our chest out and look into their eyes and say, you can't do all these things, I mean, negative things again and again.
Yeah, and you bowled with a hamstring injury.
It was there, so I nursed it almost for 4 days, 3.5 days. I didn't walk even. I just tried to keep, looking after my thigh. And on the last day, 5th day, when I come to the ground, I went for one round of the ground, and I felt okay, I can do it. And I said to Sunshine, Sunshine, it's okay, I can come and bowl. And he said, are you okay? I said, I'll try, let's see. So I bowled first 3-4 overs, which not looking for any wicket, just want to bowl straight, not to give runs. And on the sixth over, he said, fifth over, I think, he said, "You want to take a break now? It's okay." I said, "No, Sunshine, now my body is warmed up. Now my mind is not towards my leg. And now it's how to get them out." I think that's after fifth over, sixth over. Then I start bowling with my mind to take a wicket, not to see my legs and try to put my mind towards the leg.
Correct. So now, after so many years, India is back in Australia, and but it is all mainly T20, T20. So, what do you like the most about T20 cricket? Which part of T20 excites you?
I think everything, definitely the fielding have come to an age we never ever expected. The fielding will improve so much, the catches and running between the wicket and the big hitting. In our time, the worst part was, or we can say we are not was used to that, hitting the ball in the air, and somebody who's practicing and hit in the net practice, hit over the top of the bowler or go for a big shot, the captain or manager, whoever looking after that net, used to say his time is over, last round. So we were so conscious not to go for a big hit. And today they practice all that. That's a different mindset now. And shorter the game, the best part is there is a result. And people like to see the result. And cricket got some bad name also when you play 5 days, no result. That was a negative. If you talk to a common person who don't understand cricket and try to explain them, you say this is what the cricket is, and he will turn around after 5 days, no result. What kind of a game this is?
Yeah.
So I think that was a negative. Now, one day and T20 is coming, one team will be winner, if not tie. So I think those things become very interesting from the crowd point of view, spectators' point of view. As a player, it doesn't matter if you say, I would play 10 over match also, I would play 5 over. As long as you have a passion to play, then you will play any number of balls, say 30 balls match or 40 or 100 balls match, 120 balls match. I don't think so that make difference when you love the game. When you have to play, you have to play.
And how would you have approached it? If suppose I pick you, I'm the chairman selection committee and I pick you in the team. So how would you approach T20?
I think very difficult. Now, looking at the game is so much different. I was quite ruthless anyway in my approach, and what more ruthless you can be. Once one senior player said to me, when somebody say you play fast, you don't have to. You already play so fast. So if you play more than what your capacity is, you will more often will be out rather than getting run. So everybody have to see their own strength and play within the strength.
DRS, do you think it has robbed cricket of its natural flow? I mean, there is a DRS, the game stops. Sometimes for 1 minute, 2 minutes, there have been times. So does it break the rhythm? For a bowler especially?
One can say yes, but you want to, if I look at slightly differently, I want there should be justice for everything. If you have technology and people are used to that, 1 minute is not going to harm anybody in that sense, the game, but somebody's career can go totally off. He's not out, you're given out, and when you have an option of DR, why not? I look at for the positive. In my bowling, if somebody is not played the ball and given out, it's unfair. But if somebody played the ball, he's not given, I can ask for that. That's my right. And why not?
And since I am asking you, so you cannot pick yourself. But if you were to pick one player from your great 1983 team, which player would you pick for a T20 game of today?
I think Shrikant is definitely, he can be the batsman who can fit anywhere. The only thing is, I used to consider Sandeep Patil as a great hitter. That could have been in the team. His fitness was always question mark, but his ability to hit the ball and do other things was amazing. And I would say Roger Binney also, because he was a terrific bowler with a brilliant fielder. I mean, I played with many cricketer in my time, but he was one of the brilliant fielder I have seen. So I think if you put it any player, he will adjust with the time. And people say Sunil Gavaskar could have played. He have changed his approach. When somebody become big or great, they can always modify their approach. It's not very difficult. The difficult part of that is how to have a great defense. Attacking is not that difficult. Defense is difficult. If somebody says, Kapil, you have to play 5 over not to get runs and block your wicket, that was difficult for me.
Right.
And somebody like Sunil Gavaskar, at that time you say you have to get 40 runs in 4 overs. That could have been difficult, but we could have all adjust with the time.
Yeah. And you are very well known for having managed your career very well in terms of injury, fitness. But today, before this Australian series, during the last stages of the IPL, there's a lot of talk about Rohit Sharma's injury, his injury management, and the whole issue. Would you like to say something on this? I mean, this injury issue and how it has been handled. Could it have been better?
Oh, yes, definitely, because today every person in the country or around the world want to know what happened. And somebody says he's not fit for the tour and he go and play IPL final. Uh, it was totally not taken in the right spirit. If you are fit, you're fit. Yes, the parameter what Indian team have kept, you have to be this level of fitness. If he doesn't fit, I think that's entirely individual player, and that's nobody can say anything. But he is a great cricketer, and a place like Australia, his batting does suit him.
Yeah.
He could have been very useful, but on the other side, he looked little more chubbier than other people who didn't play for 6 months or 8 months. I think he's a professional. I don't have to say, but he have to look after himself, for himself and for India also.
So what is it that you like about Rohit's batting? I mean, he has been amazingly successful in white ball cricket. Red ball cricket, he has not been that successful. I mean, given his talent. So how do you rate him?
I think he has the approach. He just managed his innings so well in T20 or one day. One day is more than T20, I would say. He understand his game and he play within that. And which sometimes we used to criticize him. He tried to hit the off spinner or fast bowler too early. I think if he managed that, which is in the last 4 or 5 years, he become one of the dangerous player, because he is a player. If he have to get up 12 runs in every over, he can get it. It doesn't matter what kind of a bowler is bowling, because he has on one ball he can play 2-3 shots, which is most important thing.
Yeah. And last week when you spoke to the Sports Star, you talked about the fabulous 5, not the fabulous 5 batsmen, but the fabulous 5 fast bowlers in this team. So, how would you rate them? Would you say they are the best we have seen?
Yeah, if you see the speed-wise, just a bare speed, which a big thing also, I believe in swing, but speed-wise, all the 3 fast bowler who are playing, you say Shami or Sani, or you can say Bumrah, they bowl regularly 145 or either 44 or 46 consistently. I think that is the strength what it happened. Yes, we had previously also, but not in a group who can consistently bowl 145.
So, does it surprise you that we are getting so many fast bowlers all of a sudden in a land where which was known to produce spinners?
The opportunity they got it, and the recognition and the respect during this IPL, also respect given to the fast bowler. They said they are the key, and they should have realized that 20, 25, 30 years back, look, you have to take 20 wickets to win the test match, and doesn't matter what kind of spinner you have, still you need a genuine quick bowler who can come and give a break to the spinners and start picking up few wickets. And if you have top class fast bowlers, and we always says there is no shortage of spinners in our country, then you add on to the team strength. And in our time, we used to have 1, 2, and that's also not sure. Today, you have 3, 4 are playing and 3, 4 are sitting out. If somebody gets injured or anything happens, they can straight away reach there and play for the country, which was very difficult in our time. Sunil Gavaskar opened the ball. If I'm not wrong, Tiger Patodi opened the ball, or so many times spinners started. Okay, we started now also, but then Solkar, there were 115 or maybe less than that speed he had. Abid Ali, a great all-rounder, but didn't have the speed during that period. If we pick up, cricketer who played for almost 7, 8, 10 years, we haven't had any fast bowlers. So we had Bishan, we have Chandra, we have Prasanna. But if you had a couple of fast bowlers, good, genuine fast bowler, the winning rate would have been 100% different.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to ask you one thing. See, if there is a very helpful pitch, generally bowlers tend to get very excited and go overboard. I mean, they try to bowl quicker, they try to bowl shorter, bowl bouncers. So how does one control oneself when you see the pitch is very helpful? I mean, as for a fast bowler.
I think this is the duty of the captain, manager, like people who played the game. They should keep on talking to the fast bowler. Look, you have to change your line, because fast bowler does get carried away because he's seen the bounce, which never seen that bounce. So he start hitting short and short, where when you have more bounce, we say you pitch up. With the experience, they will learn, but when they are youth, they just want to dominate with the pace. But I think they have to learn it's not the pace, it's the wicket you have to take.
Yeah. And these days it is so much about time management, right? Because during the overs, I mean, you finished an over and the next bowler has to come. You have to go through everything very quickly. You have to finish your overs very quickly because there is a time frame. So does it weigh on the mind of the bowler कि मुझे जल्दी ball over डालना है, and फटाफट we have to go to my fielding position? What does one do?
I think bowling, you don't have to do फटाफट, जल्दी नहीं करना. But going to your position have to be very quick. Not when you are taking run up and bowling, but you are not looking and around all the time. That's captain's job. You bowl and come back. Your time management all depend is how quickly you come back to your mark where you start the bowling again. And that's where all the team member should be concerned, because it can be very difficult. Sometimes that jaldi, fast, abhi tez karo, so you forget the basic and your body rhythm change. We say, do whatever it is, but when you start your run up, then you should be calm. How to take a wicket, not how to bowl quick and break his head.
Correct. Yeah, correct. But does it sometimes make the bowler nervous, or does it make it very difficult for him to, kind of how to accommodate, how to adjust?
Oh, that's over the now. New things come out. You have to learn with the time. You can't say this is the way I played cricket. You have to see the need of the hours and you have to move accordingly.
The other day when I was talking to you about no balls, right? There was this thing about Kapil has never bowled a no ball, but I know that Kapil has never been run out in a test match. So you were talking about your first class match.
Oh yeah, I mean I played Ranji Trophy match in Rohtak. I bowled 26 no ball.
Yeah.
And in my test career, when I bowled my first over, I bowled a no ball. But over the period of time, you have to improve yourself. And I remember last 50 test matches which I played, I bowled no ball only in Perth because the wind was coming so strong on your face. So you were misjudging your run up and you're worried, can I reach to the crease or not? Because wind is coming, you're going to be a couple of yards slow. In fact, that much wind was there. And I overstepped then also in Perth because Shrinath and Manoj both refused to bowl against the wind because Shrinath said, I have only pace to get the wicket. And Manoj said, if I start coming, it will be much difficult for me to reach to the crease. So that's the time I remember I bowled 2 no balls.
Yeah. And when I met you the other day, you said that you have this great quality about your 1983 team. You said you just show me his hands, just the back of my colleague's hand. I will tell you whose hand is this.
Yeah, I think observation was very good for me in cricket. Or somebody, they say you have photo memory in your head. I can see anybody hand and feet in my team. I can tell them this is Madan Lal, Mohinder Amanath, Kirti Azad, or you take anybody, because when you play, you look very closely who they are, what they are, and that help you to put your mind into that. So I was just so many things I wasn't very good, but I can easily say I can recognize anybody's in my 83 team hand and feet, no problem.
Yes, and you have formed a fantastic group. You keep in touch with each other, your 83 team.
Yeah, I think fantastic. Balwinder Singh Sandhu and Sunil Gaskar, they are the, look after the group. And how to put it, it's more time goes, more we are coming close to each other. We are not meeting anybody, but we are concerned about each and every player. Like if I say Ravi Shastri gone to Australia, every team member had wished him and his team all the best. So I think we are coming, उम्र बढ़ती है तो आप पास आते हैं, तो I think हमारा relationship become much better over the years. Yes, when we stopped playing for a few years, everybody drifted. But I think now everybody come back and we are concerned about everybody's kids and their grandchildren. And it's amazing. So much love for them is never ever thought.
Right. And if I may ask you, आपके ग्रुप में best messages कौन डालता है? Who gives the best, puts the best jokes, and who puts religious messages in the morning?
No, nobody put two things. We have said ki no dirty, photographs. So try to do that, and no religious thing. Yes, on Diwali or Eid or Christmas, everybody wish each other. That's fine, and no dirty photographs and no jokes. But Sandeep Patil is very, very active. Kirti is very active, and rest. Ballu is active. Sunny has his sense of humor always. Rest people like us chip in to say a word or two sometime.
Right. And before we let you go, India is playing in Australia. What do you expect from the team, and how do you think the series will?
It's going to be very tough. I have no doubt. I mean, today they haven't picked up much wicket in Sydney, but I have no doubt the bowler will come back because they're just first matches, few more matches, a few more days they spend on these Australian wickets. They will get used to line and length. And the batsmen have to play a bigger role because we expect if they get a big total, our bowler are today ready to save the match or win the match.
Thank you, Kapil, for sparing time to speak to us. I keep my time with Tissot Sea Star Watch. Thank you very, very much. Have a good day, and we'll keep in touch.
Thank you.